I will start by reading the question. 2 stores have movies to rent. The first store charges a $12.50 per month membership fee plus $1.50 per movie rented. The second store has no membership fee but charges $3.50 per movie rented. What is the minimum number of movies a person would need to rent in a month for the first store to be a better deal? The first thing I always do is annotate the question. I like to mark important words and key phrases. So what is the question even asking us to do? What is the minimum number or the smallest amount of movies you would need to rent, or a person would need to rent in a month for the first store to be a better deal? So let's go back up and look. The first store charges a $12.50 per month membership fee plus $1.50 per movie rented. So I know that it is going to cost me at this store $12.50 each month. That's the membership fee plus $1.50 for or per each movie I decide to rent. So when I see the word per, I already know that per is a key word for slope. I know that a membership fee is going to be that fee that I'm going to have to pay regardless. That's always going to be that starting cost. No matter how many movies I rent, I'm going to have to pay this membership fee. So when I think of it this way, the first equation that comes to my mind that we are going to use is y equals mx plus b, your slope-intercept form. Y is going to be the total amount. M is your slope. B is that starting or initial fee that you're always going to have to pay, that baseline. So when I try and plug all of these numbers into this equation, we don't know what the total is. Y equals. Your slope is going to be $1.50 per movie. I don't know how many movies I'm going to rent yet. I don't know if it's 1 movie, 2 movies, 3 movies, 10 movies, 20 movies. I don't know. But that's going to change my cost depending on how many movies I decide to take home, because for each movie, it will cost me $1.50. And no matter how many movies I decide to take home, that starting or initial cost for this membership fee is going to be $12.50. So there is your first equation. Now the second store has no membership fee. How much is no membership fee? $0. But it charges $3.50 per movie rented. So our total cost is y equals what? $3.50 per movie rented. So this is your slope. So this is $3.50 per or for each movie you decide to take home. And there is no membership fee. We could technically write plus 0, but we don't need to do that. So we've gone ahead and set up our 2 equations. So what I like to do here is we're comparing these two. So when I am comparing, I like to set up a table. So our first store is y equals $1.50 per movie plus $12.50 as your membership fee. And your second store is y equals $3.50 per movie. So I'd like to go ahead and set up our table. And what are we doing here? We're trying to see when that first store is going to be a better deal. So how many movies am I going to have to rent in order for the first store to be the better deal? So X, the unknown, is going to be the number of movies. So if I rented one movie, I'm going to plug it in. So $1.50, and your X has now become 1 times 1 plus $12.50. And let's put it into our calculator. So we will say $1.50 times 1 movie plus the membership fee is $12.50 equals 14. For our second equation, we have $3.50 times X is 1 movie. Plugging in 1 for 1 movie, it would be $3.50 times 1 equals $3.50. 3.5, and since we are talking about money, let's just go ahead and add our zero, $3.50. Is the first store a better deal? Is $14 better than $3.50? No. So let's go ahead and try 2 movies. 2 movies. So if we have $1.50 times 2 movies plus our starting fee or our membership fee of $12.50, let's put it into our calculator. It's going to be $1.50 times 2 plus $12.50. And we have 15.5, and we'll add a 0 here for $15.50 because we are talking about money. And let's see what it is for our second store. So $3.50 times 2 movies. It's going to be $7. Is $15.50 a better deal than $7? No. So let's try again. Three movies. So $1.50 times 3 movies plus $12.50. Let's put it into a calculator. Times 3 plus $17. And let's try it over here. $3.50 times 3 movies. And we get $10.50. Is $17 better than $10.50? No. So let's keep going. Let's try 4 movies. $1.50 times 4 plus $12.50. And if we go ahead and put it into our calculator, $1.50 times 4 plus $12.50, we get $18.50. Let's put it over here. $3.50 times 4. You get $14. Is $18.50 better than $14? No. So we're going to keep going. 5 movies. It's $1.50 times 5 movies plus $12.50 into the calculator. And we get 20. Over here, $3.50 times 5 movies. And it's $17.50. Is $20 better than $17.50? No, it's not. But we can see our numbers are getting a little bit closer, so we're almost there. Let's try 6 movies. $1.50 times 6 plus $12.50. And we get $21.50. And let's try it over here. $3.50 times 6 movies. You get $21. Is $21.50 better than 21? No, because we're still paying 50 cents here. We are super close. So I actually think the next one's going to be the one. Let's see. 7 movies. So $1.50 times 7 plus $12.50. Putting it into our calculator. We get $23. And we have $3.50 times 7 movies. And it is $24.50. Is $23 better than $24.50? Yes, it is. So our first store has finally become the better deal. But how many movies would we have to rent? 7. So back to the question. What is the minimum number of movies a person would need to rent in a month for the first store to be a better deal? And when it became a better deal, it was at 7 movies. And we can write that in a complete sentence. A person would need to rent a minimum of 7 movies for the first store to be a better deal. It's important to write it in a complete sentence so we are relating our answer back to the context of the question. So 7 movies.